about this technical skill acquisition. A captain of industry, somebody who is owns some business in Ghana, was telling me, and I've read it also somewhere, that very soon, you know, there will be great job losses within, you know, careers around academic sector and related to it. The only sustainable jobs will be TVET, ICT skills, because of this robots and softwares and
that are coming.
AI, that's artificial intelligence.
AI,
will take over most of these jobs, and the only sustainable ones will be TVET and ICT related jobs. Do you agree?
When you study the current trend of affairs,
right,
and even with the inception of COVID-19,
right,
it can give an indication that that is a possibility.
Okay.
Now, previously, which company will say that work from home,
right,
and use virtual means to solve problems? All right. So what it then means is that if you are not excellent in what you do, you don't have enough credentials or enough skills in what you do, no business might need you, because they will not want to waste money. Right. Because COVID has brought a lot of hardship to various companies and organizations. And so it's about cost cutting this time around, using few labor to achieve more, using technology to achieve more. And so what will be happening to the labor market? The labor market will begin to struggle. All right, because if you've been heavily hit with the COVID, your finances have gone down, and you still need to keep your business running. You want to relook at your staff strength. You want to redesign the entire value chain structure of your business to ensure that you can stay in business and will not run low. So if you have to even reduce your staff and your productivity is minimal, and you can still make profits just to keep your business active, you will do it. All right, so definitely it's going to affect job losses. Now, with the era of AI, artificial intelligence, where you are using, you know, robots and stuff to solve problems, you need just one person to operate that robot to do a job that maybe 10, 15, 20 people could have done.
right.
What will be happening? What will cause any businessman to want to do away with AI and bring in human labor, and will be paying so much? And even AI tend to give you more efficient delivery and increase your yield in terms of productivity.
Right.
Okay, you don't have the trouble of paying so much bills, you know, to staff, having habitual issues to deal with, you know, social issues to deal with, all the troubles that staff could give you. You cut it off, right, you know. And so it's a possibility that could happen if we don't have skills to support what we do. And so skill development is critical, if you ever ask me.
Okay. What do you think should be done for the informal sector to get the recognition that it deserves?
Now, rebranding is what I will say. We must begin to give recognition to businesses within the informal sector.
When you say we, who are those?
Okay, so our society.
Okay,
managers of our society, if only they recognize the importance of eliminating joblessness or unemployment in our society, a critical data should be collected and analysis should be made to see why aren't people venturing into the informal sector? Why aren't graduates venturing into the informal sector? Why aren't people trying to take up skills? Rather, they skew towards academic credential or credentiality. Academic credentiality will only mean that you are going to get somebody to employ you, or you want to establish your own self, but you require a skill.
right.
Technical vocational education, once you graduate, you don't need too much effort to want to establish. But because sometimes I believe much of our societal norms is about wanting to please and create awareness of excellence for ourselves and to be recognized as a well-to-do person, we strive to just want to make money instead of wanting to establish ourselves. So if you just want to make money, the quickest way is to want to get somebody to employ you, because if you want to employ yourself and establish your own business, it takes a great time to build up and begin to earn that kind of money you want to be able to achieve and acquire your assets and properties.
Right.
It's a very difficult journey. But then that is how you go it. If you don't want to go through the difficult path and you want to take the easy path, how do you develop and grow as a nation or as a people? And so to rebrand the informal sector through even technical vocational education is critical. By giving out certain incentives or creating that enabling environment that can lure or create that environment to cause people to migrate, desire to want to take up technical vocational education, and also to want to establish businesses within the informal sector.
Talking about giving attraction to the respect and recognition to the informal sector, what do you think are the practical things that can be done to attract them or to give them respect?
One of the major practical things which I think the government has implemented is the free education that they are offering to technical vocational schools.
Okay.
All right. In fact, there should be a major policy guidelines put in place that will drive numbers
to TVET.
To TVET. There should be a major policy guideline that, if implemented, will naturally drive numbers for technical vocational education. That should be done by experts sitting down and consider so many factors that can be put down such that that environment will be attractive, good enough to want to get people in there.
Okay.
All right. Now, when the technical vocational education aspect is handled, redefined, rebranded, and drawing the numbers, automatically it skews towards the informal sector, because such persons come in with the knowledge and the know-how, implement knowledge, upgrade businesses, create value.
Okay.
Makes the informal sector also attractive. So one of the other avenues you can also get the informal sector attractive could be that businesses that are established within the informal sector by graduates will attract some free tax or some incentive. All right. So if you are a graduate and you are setting up a business in the informal sector, you have a tax-free period for like maybe 10 years.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
It must be futuristic, not just 2 years or 5 years and then you come back. Something that will just cause the person to want to really do that business. If I'm going to make enough money in 10 years out of my business before I am being taxed, imagine that money I'm making will still be reinvested in this country. It will not go outside. So one way or the other, it will be creating jobs and solving other problems, even though government might not directly benefit from that person, but it will be relieving families, communities, and the society as a whole, whilst government concentrates in making money from other sources. Okay. Some people will stay away from setting up or establishing businesses because of payment of tax from the onset.
Right.
All right. You've not yet even started breaking even, but you are being chased to pay your tax.
Right.
All right. It becomes a disincentive instead of an incentive.
Right.
You start running your business within the first 2, 3 to 5 years. The taxes you have to pay and the way they'll come on you and strive and threaten you with the law and you could be jailed and whatever. It doesn't make it attractive for someone to want to start a business struggling as he or she may, and then fighting the law to want to go to prison because he's unable to pay his taxes and all that, you know. So taxation can be considered as one of the major factors. Relieving especially graduates because masses of them are out there. Who doesn't want to come? And anyone, even the technical vocational graduates who are also going to be establishing businesses, a relief mechanism should be put in place, encouraging them to establish within the informal sector.
Okay.
You know, so if it becomes easy to establish business and can begin to experience some good money, it brings some excitement.
Right.
All right, that will bring an attraction. Okay, so you have more educated people venturing into the informal sector, applying knowledge acquired from school. They will definitely add value to their services, and that can help in a long way to reduce unemployment in this country. Okay, and that can also contribute to the rebranding, because once you have a lot more educated ones venturing into the informal sector and adding value to their businesses, the environment that is created within the informal sector will become high, creating good value, and the brand would have been soaring. That will make it more attractive to other graduates and other people to want to come into the informal sector to work. Now, the informal sector businesses cannot just be limited to arts and craft and all that. You have graduates who have accounting background.
Right.
They can decide to come in, help such entrepreneurs within the informal sector,
Right.
prepare their accounts.
Right.
Those who did business administration can come in to want to manage such businesses for these entrepreneurs. Mind you, most entrepreneurs are much particular about how to run their business, getting the product and services done, and not administration.
Okay.
So if they can have people to manage their administrative bit, they want to sublet that to them, or they want to employ people to do that. You understand? And so that one business alone can create enormous business opportunities or employment opportunities for other people, because you have a group of experts coming in to help run a particular business. You can imagine the productivity level, the brand image that will be created, because you have learned people coming in to support, build a particular brand. One of the challenges I have here is because I have to employ school dropouts, uneducated people, because the industry, that is the caliber of people it attracts. These people come and you want to really tell them about the vision and mission direction of the company and organization. It's like you are telling them a story. They don't get it.
Yeah.
They do things and you want to imagine if, for real, there was a good reasoning behind it.
Can you give us practical examples?
Okay, some of the practical example, for instances. I will recommend you subscribe to this channel. This is a channel that seeks to provide you with enough information on entrepreneurship, technical vocational education and training, and ICT. These are sets of information, when well harnessed and made judicious use of, can help build on your human capital in the job market. It can as well get you well informed to set yourself up as an entrepreneur and build a big business out of this. This will help you walk yourself away from unemployment, and together we will be able to contribute to reduce the unemployment rate we have in our country.